Welcome back, Game with King family, to another NASCAR Manager video, and we're back playing NASCAR Manager, a game that I missed playing a lot. In today's video on NASCAR Manager, though, we're going to be sharing with you guys how to pick your best drivers and what are the key elements you want to look out for when picking your best drivers, so you can go through all the drivers available in the game and find the ones who are going to be doing the most for you. So we're going to be jumping into a race here to see our drivers in action, and I'm going to be talking about the reason after why we pick these drivers and why you should also pick drivers like these for your races. All right, so I really don't remember too much about these strategies, but we'll figure it out as we go along. All right, so we're using Griffiths and Jay Baker, and one thing I've noticed in the game is that like every rival, bot or real player, is using boosts in this game. So that's kind of crazy to me. All right, that bots are using boosts in the game. All right, so we're gonna start it off. We're in P14, P22, and it's a 8-lap race. So and we have up to 3 laps on fuel. So we're gonna go for a 3-3-2 strategy and see if that pays off for us. All right, so we see the rival there using boost on one of his drivers, his Baker, and they've pulled away. But we're just gonna be cruising for now. We're not gonna be too pulling away, as we will automatically catch up to the pack, as you can see there. All right, so it's lap 3. So we're gonna be going to pit. We're just gonna change fuel for this lap, just fuel for this lap. Hopefully we made it in. Yes, we did. Now we're gonna be going on out with a little bit of boost to clear some of these guys in the pits and make up a little bit of position as we go along. All right, so we're boosting on out there. All right, so we're gonna kind of cut down. We see Baker moving wide, going to the outside line there, trying to make up some places. As we see that little slipstream, there goes that slipstream on Griffiths right there, looking nice. I like that slipstream graphics. That's something new for me. All right, and we're back at low fuel, but we want to go for the 6th lap, which is this lap. So we're gonna go to pit now. Come on, put it in real quick. Hopefully we don't miss. I think we missed with one. Oh no, we didn't miss. All right, so we're in. All right, so we're gonna take a little bit of time on this stop because we're changing tires, but both drivers are back out. And the nice thing about NASCAR Manager is that both your drivers have their independent pit box. All right, so now we can just boost for these last 2 laps and let our drivers do their thing and pick up some places. As you see, Jay Baker going wide, Griffiths flying through here like a rocket, as we're up to P2, P3, and P1. There he is exiting the pits, and there we go. So a nice P2, P3 finish, coming from 13, 17, I believe, to make it back up to P2, P3 is pretty good. All right, so there we go, winning that one. Now it's pretty simple in NASCAR Manager. The game is pretty simple. Your main aim is going to be beating your rival in duels, and if you are racing in events, you want to beat everybody in the pack. As you can see, the top runner there, he just changed fuel. It didn't even change tires at all on this track, so he managed to squeeze away with the P1 there. While we made 2 stops, he just made 1 stop. All right, we see our rivals also did the same strategy we did there, but we managed to squeeze into the victory. And the reason why we managed to squeeze into the victory in that one is because of our driver selection. And we're going to be jumping into it now on what you need to look out for when selecting your drivers. All right, so there's a lot of drivers in the game. as you can see here, not as a lot as some other kind of game, but there is a good amount of driver in the game here. And the key elements of driver in NASCAR Manager is going to be drivers with good overtaking and drivers with good fuel management. The tire management, the qualifying, and the defending stats, you really don't need to worry too much about those. The main focus you want is that overtaking. If you have a high overtaking, a driver with a high defending stats will not be able to hold you back, because your overtaking stats is stronger than his defending stats. So your driver is just going to swoop past, making a driver with a high defending stat useless, basically. All right, so you mainly want to focus on the drivers with the high overtaking, and you want to focus on drivers with good fuel management. So if you could get maximum overtaking with some fuel management in there, that will be good. All right, so we see Griffiths here, which is a Series 1 Epic, one of the best drivers in the game so far. Once you max him out at the max level, you can see he'll be at 86 overtaking, and there are drivers in there that are going to be a lot higher in overtaking than 86. All right, Carson right here has good overtaking. He's a Series 3 driver. There you see, when you max him out, he's going to be a little bit better than the current day Griffiths that we have right now. His fuel is not as good as Jay Baker or Griffiths, hence why he is not the main driver for us. All right, we see drivers like let me see here, D Black here is a pretty good driver. He has good fuel management and he has good overtaking. So once we level him up a little higher than our current drivers, he's going to be filling up those spots once we've unlocked him and leveling him up. All right, Shaw, pretty good driver, has super good fuel. His overtaking is decent, not the best as you can currently see at max level. He's still not going to be outdunning our current drivers on the overtaking front, but he's a master overtaker. Now when you take a look at the top runners, you can still use this theory and look through, and as you can see, this driver with 105 defending here, he's going to be putting up a good amount of defense. But if you have, for example, a Jay Baker with over 106 overtaking, Jay Baker is just going to go around him like he's not even there. All right, so hence the drivers with massive defending is not the best to go. Like this driver now with good overtaking and fuel management is going to be the way to go once you reach to those higher series drivers. All right, so it's pretty simple, pretty easy. Get those drivers with the master overtaking. You saw when we were boosting in that race, at the end of the race there, our drivers were just flying through the pack, and that's because the high overtaking stats. If they didn't have that high overtaking, they wouldn't be boosting through the pack like that. All right, so let me know down in the comments if this one helped you guys, and let me know if you have used drivers with high overtaking, if you've been using them, and if so, continue to do so. If not, then give them a try and see how they work for you. All right, so that's basically gonna be it for this one. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. All right.